What's up, guys? Welcome to Sports Talk 101. And in today's video, well, it's called football playoff, folks. You saw the video. I did of course, the first round prediction. I did, of course, the preview prediction. And the video on recap of the first round, and then I did a preview prediction of the quarterfinals. So quarterfinals are in the book, folks. We're in this, and like what was the playoffs? I mean, we got quarterfinals done. Semifinals are here. Basically, we got 4 games left. We got the semifinals, which is 4 games. Then the next steps game on. And so basically, the playoffs almost done. Like folks, we're the last few stages of the college football playoff. It's been a wonderful season. Like, look, this past season, forget the playoffs, postseason in a second, but the regular season was entertaining as hell. So was the postseason. Not just the playoffs, even the bowl games were entertaining. They would look a lot good. Look, a lot of people were bowl games. Bowl games not good. Great bowl games, yeah. I know, it's like, oh, there's a great bowl game. Last year, there wasn't great bowl games. Maybe there's 2, 3 good bowl games last year, right? There was like, oh, there's a great bowl game or whatever. Okay, I get that. I get that. I get that. Okay. I truly do. I get that. There's not great bowl games last. I think there's few. In 2024, there was some decent bowl games. Okay. Well, this year there's really great bowl games. I mean, there was. I mean, what the score was, but there were good bowl games. And I'll talk about that when I do my recap of bowl games in a separate video. But this is a playoff, pure video. So, started. Okay. So this is the first round. So it's been really. I mean, let's get to the quarterfinals. First one was on New Year's Eve. Miami, Ohio, Florida against Ohio State. Boy, if you guys, I watched this game, and it was scoreless in the first quarter. Come second quarter, it was all Miami. I'm telling you right now, all Miami. This game. Carson Beck, and with the running back in Fletcher Jr., the running back for Miami, 9 yards, 19 carries, didn't no touchdown, but he was over yards. I mean, Jordan Sane, the Ohio State quarterback, 1 touchdown, 287 yards passing, and 22 for 35. Jeremiah Smith, I'll give Ohio State credit. Jeremiah Smith, the wide top wide receiver, 7 receptions, 157 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Right, I'll give credit there. Where it's due. Despite loss. Well, look, I thought Ohio State was, cover this game. Look, this is tradition. I'm going to say this now, and just to know, but Ohio State's not won on New Year's Eve. They lost to Georgia, the 14 playoffs. They lost to who on New Year's Eve, right? I mean, Ohio State lost. This is a true story. This is true statistics. I'm gonna pull up right here, but it's Ohio State stat football NRA stats. This is this is a sand. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Right? This is gonna be insane, but this is win-loss record on New Year's Eve. I'm gonna go to the most recent one. And it's insanity. I like that. So this is gonna be okay. Cool. All right, let's go. And I'm gonna point this out to you guys, and I think we're gonna go to the Bulls. We're gonna go to the Bluffs. Okay, and this is gonna be Sandy here. Okay. Oh, yeah. I think they're like 0-2 or something against. It was a insane stat. And we can literally Google this. How many wins does Ohio State have on New Year's Eve. This is actually good, so I'm gonna show this right now. Look, as of now, after they lost to Miami, that means they have not won any games on New Year's Eve this year. Even last year, look. I'm gonna put this out, and this is gonna be really crazy statistic. Um, and it's gonna be look the 4-9. Look, they're really good all kind record. They're a really good team. I'll give it that. Okay, I'm gonna point this out to you. And where am I going? Okay, look at this. This is Cincinnati. New Year's Eve this year, lost, right? Right, they lost, right? Let's go to 2024 season. Look at this. New Year's Eve. New Year's Day they won. Okay, the one they played New Year's Day, so that's subset. Okay, that's one of the subset. Okay. Let's see here. New Year's Eve, 2023. They didn't play, but they lost to Missouri in 2023. All right. New Year's Eve, lost to Georgia. They played New Year's Day, so that does count. New Year's Eve, you play New Year's Day. New Year's Eve, no, you didn't play. New Year's Eve, no. So they've lost. Well, how many New Year's Eve? They've not lost. Look, 2016, lost to Clemson. I mean, you go back last time, and this is true fact. I have like literally ghastly stats, but you go all the way to let's see. Yeah, like how fan. Sorry for doing this, but New Year's Eve. I'm looking for New Year's Eve games. Look, they've lost New Year's. They've not won New Year's Eve. I don't think they've won ever on New Year's Eve. Let's see here. Let's take a look. Have they ever won New Year's Eve? Let's take a look. I'm looking if they won New Year's Eve. I'm sure at one point they have. I'm just looking really, and I'm looking at this called British Speed touch you. You know, New Year's Eve was December 31st. I'm looking for the December 31st games, and they missed one. Wow. So they will play after New Year's Eve, which is say something. You know they play the Rose Bowl a lot. They the day before New Year's Eve does not count. It has to be December 31st, which is New Year's Eve, to count. But they're 0-2, I think, this year. Last year, they've not won. Look at this. This is. Oh, wow. Holy cow. That's. Anyways, go back to what I was saying. But yeah, that was say that. I did not realize that. But yeah, House has not lost one on New Year's Eve. And then. This is another true fact. So teams in this game, the first round bye, are 0-6 with the first round bye in the playoffs, right? And 0-6. 0-6 into this game. It was 0-6 heading after this game, right? Then come New Year's Day. Come in, you got Alabama, first game of the New Year's. Alabama against Indiana. I'm going to talk about this game in a second. Well, first Indiana first had bye, so guess what? Now it's quick as 1-6. So the first ever team in the first round bye to ever win this game, Indiana game in Alabama. I always watched this game, and I was like, okay, 0-0 in the first quarter, maybe a close game. Indiana close field goal 3-0. There was 10-0. There was 17-0. All Indiana first half. Then it comes in second half. Like maybe Alabama might come. They come all second half. Maybe Alabama's gonna come back, score something. No, It was all Indiana's game. Mendoza, the highest quarterback, 4 for 16, 92 yards, 3 touchdowns. The Black, I forgot the last name, running back, Mr. Black, 15 carries, 99 yards, 1 touchdown. Bernard, the best receiver on Alabama, 4 receptions, 60 yards. And they got Wild Williams, I think, for so many yards and so many receptions. But boy, this was a great game. I mean, it was, despite the blowout, it was like, I thought it was just watching Indiana beat Alabama. So now, playoff teams are what, 1-2? 1-7-6 now? Well, 1-6 after this game. Alabama has not won in Rose Bowl. Look, Alabama is 0-2 against team in the Rose Bowl. In 0-2 against Big Ten, they lost to Michigan, 2023 in the Rose Bowl? 23-24 in the Rose Bowl. 1-2. 23 in the Rose Bowl. They did not make playoff last year. So they're 0-2 in the Rose Bowl in the last 2 years. Alabama's not won the Rose Bowl. They're 0-2, also 0-2 against a Big Ten team in the playoffs. Actually, 0-3 at Big Ten. They lost to Michigan in 2013, 2023. They lost to Michigan in 2024. They lost to Indiana. That's 3 straight Big Ten losses right there. Only the Big Ten in the last 3 years. 0-2 in the playoffs. Most recent playoffs. 23 and 25 this year's. And 0-2 in the Rose Bowl. Poverty. I love you kids in the board, but I don't know how long it's going to be head coach there. And the game of, and then of course, the game against Georgia, I'm going to get to this game in a second, but then, of course, the noon game, Texas Tech, I thought it was going to be a good game. I thought this would be a competitive game, and look, I'm a high on Texas Tech, yes. I'm still high on Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech is one of the best teams right now in the Big 12. They can still go, look, they made playoffs, right? This team is a really good team. I have faith in Texas Tech. I like what's happening in Texas Tech. I like what Joey McGuire is doing there, the head coach of the Texas Tech, and Luke Peacock. The future is bright for Texas Tech. Even with this loss, 23-0 loss, even got blown out by Oregon, it was a close blowout, first of all. Texas Tech is still a good team. Minus the score, Texas Tech played well this game, despite the score. I mean, you can look at the score, okay, yeah, sure, they played well. Look, they held Oregon defensively to 23 points. Impressive, right? A team as Oregon gets, I'll get to Oregon in a second, but I do like Texas Tech. Now, going back to Oregon, I love Dan Lanning, and Dante Moore, with 1 interception, 264 passing yards, 33 for 33, no touchdowns. I mean, it was all, of course, Oregon this game, but probably was defensively, and, a few games, a couple passes touchdowns here and there. The offense did some, rushing touchdown, maybe a few passing, but going back to this game against Texas Tech, look, I love Dan Lanning. He's a good coach. I like Oregon. They're a really good program. All right, this was one of the best matchups of the day. One of the best of the year. Alabama, no, not. Why? You got number 4 team against number 5 team. 2 really good programs. Oregon for the Big 10 and Texas Tech for the Big 12. I thought the two team matchup I saw on New Year's Day was a great matchup. I thought this would be a really close game. Texas Tech may pull the win, whatever. I also knew Oregon could come in and win this game too. Team, remember Oregon, they didn't buy. So they basically came off by, and it's insanity here. But I honestly want to say with this game, and I'm going to say this honestly. Oregon versus Texas Tech, like I said, I'm high on Texas Tech. I'm also high on Oregon. I think Oregon, everybody should be high on Oregon. But was I right about Texas Tech this year? Absolutely. Even with a loss to Oregon. Look, last couple years ago, I was like, 2023, I was like a little high. Maybe it was a little early. But since 2023, I've been high on Texas Tech. Maybe 2023 was a little early. 2024, maybe it was, I was a little, maybe it was okay. Too high, too much last year. Well, this year, I'm still high on them. I'm high on them this year, and I'll still be high on them until Texas Tech proves me wrong. I'm going to say that outright and clear. We're going to beat them. The other game that's, I think, the best game of the day. And I know I said Oregon versus Texas Tech was, well, I thought it would be supposed to be the good game of the day. I mean, yeah, I got a blowout from two blowouts ones, right? Of the day, of the three games we saw on New Year's Day, and all the four playoff games, I think the best game of the year was the All-State Sugar Bowl when Ole Miss goes on, 13-1 Ole Miss, so 21 Ole Miss goes on, beat Georgia 39-34. This game was a hell of a game. I mean, it was 12-21 at halftime. Ole Miss was trailing by what? I think 11 points or something at halftime. 11-point game halftime. Come in, they score a touchdown. I think Ole Miss gets the ball, they score a touchdown. It's 21, whatever the score was. And then 3, and then, of course, touchdown, field goal, safety, touchdown. I think was the result in the. So yeah, it was, boy, it was a 10 game. Close game, and this was a high score game, a shootout in terms of high score game, close game. Both teams played hell. I'll give credit to Kirby Smart and Gunnar Stockton and Georgia Bulldogs. Okay, they played well this game. They led most majority of this game, and then there's almost without Lane Kiffin. Keep in mind, without Lane Kiffin, Sam Bellis, the quarterback, with 30 for 46, 62 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Lacey, the running back, 23 carries, 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. Wallace, wide receiver, 9 receptions, 156 yards, 1 touchdown. This game was a team. Go back, watch highlights. I would love to show you how this game, but I can't because I know YouTube take this down. But this was a hell of a game. Boy, I was like, phew. Speaking of which, we'll go on. We get games on Friday and Thursday, 2 games. You got the semifinals at the Verbo Fiesta Bowl at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. And other games, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl in Mercedes, by Stadium in Atlanta. 7:30 on ESPN, you have on Thursday is Ole Miss against Miami of Florida. And then you get Oregon against Indiana, rematch from the regular season when Indiana went on the road and beat Oregon in Eugene. Now the neutral site game, will Indiana rolling, and then the national game is, of course, 19th. Let's take a look. Odds. Here we go. Miami Hurricane is a -3.5 favorite over Ole Miss. I don't say this now. Why I saw Ole Miss on Thursday, and what I saw from Miami the day before. This is gonna be a close game. Give me the Rebels +3.5 to cover and to win. And I'm gonna take the under 51.5. I think it's gonna be a close game. It'll be a 50-point game, like a 44 type game. It'll be a close game. These are really good. This is gonna be a really good matchup there. Of course, Indiana's gonna be a favorite against Oregon. Give me Indiana. Give me Hoosiers. Give me Cincinnati. Give me Minnesota. Whatever it is, give me that -4.5 to win and to cover. And give me the under 46.5. I think it's gonna be also a close game. Both really good teams. I think these two will be close, good games. And I respect Oregon's really good team. Don't get me wrong. Talent landing against this is gonna be a good hell of a game. This game is probably look at any most watched. These two will probably be the most watched game. Of course, both will be the 2 best games on the weekend. But all of these 2 games, if you could guess which is gonna be the most watched game, I think it's gonna be the 9th game. January 19th, Friday night, 7:30, Oregon just against Hoosiers. This will be hell of a game. Hell of a game. The same. I'm supposed to sign out. See you next video. Peace.